We'd like to call this emergency meeting to order. And reason for it is because you, as myself, we've heard from input from the people in our communities and surrounding, and looking on Facebook and all about our children that are graduating, about them wanting the opportunity to be able to wear their Indian regalia, their ceremonial graduations. So we have this resolution that's going to come before us tonight. So I'd ask each of us if we would stand, and I'm going to ask Mr. Chavis if he would to lead us in a word of prayer.
That's correct. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you this afternoon, Heavenly Father. Most of all, Lord, we thank you for your salvation, Heavenly Father, Lord. As we go forth tonight for our evening business, Heavenly Father, Lord, we ask you, Lord, to lead us and guide us, Lord, and make the right decision for you tonight, Heavenly Father, Lord. Until this end, the night ends, Heavenly Father, we bless you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
As you remain, Mr. Locklear, if you would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America,
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll ask Mr. Dewey if he would to lead us in our preamble to the tribal constitution. Of the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina, the tribe adopts this constitution for the purposes of establishing a tribal government structure, preserving for all time the Lumbee way of life and unity, promoting the education, cultural, social, and economic well-being of the Lumbee people, pursuing justice and freedom for the Lumbee people. Thank you. Madam Secretary, roll call.
Carvecus Barfield. Sharon Hunt. Janie McFarland. James Hunt. Ted Woodell.
Here.
Wendy Moore. Here. Jared Lowry. Larry Chavis.
Here.
Douglas Locklear. Jan Lowry.
Here.
Corbin Eddings. Dewey McNeil.
Here.
Marshall Locklear.
Here.
Frank Cooper.
Here.
Ricky Burnett.
Here.
Terry Hunt.
Here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a quorum.
Thank you. This time I'll read our ethics statement. In accordance with the Ethics and Conflict of Interest Ordinance 2010-0312-01, it is the duty of every council member to avoid both conflicts of interest and the appearance of a conflict of interest with regards to any matters before the council today. Does any council member have a known conflict of interest or any perceived conflicts of interest with respect to any matters coming before the council today? If so, please refrain from participation in those particular deliberations during the meeting. Is there any community comments? Thank you. At this time, our business, I will take and call the chairman of the Education Committee, Mr. Frank Cooper.
Mr. Ricky, what we have here is a resolution titled Ceremonial Attire for Native American High School Graduates, CLLR 2019-06-04-01. We'll start at the fifth whereas. This is kind of lengthy, so bear with me, and I might even have to stop and get water. Whereas every year, Lumbee and other Native American students are gifted ceremonial and cultural items to be worn at graduation ceremonies as a form of practice and expression of the spiritual and religious beliefs. Whereas these items are also given for the students' leadership and academic achievements as a sign of maturity to signify the achievement of this important educational journey, to honor the graduate and his or her family, community, and tribal nation, and for many other reasons. And whereas these students seek to express and practice their religious and spiritual beliefs and celebrate their personal academic achievement, leadership, and transition into adulthood, among other things, by wearing these ceremonial items at their graduation. And whereas graduation from high school is an especially significant occasion for Native students and families, considering that the American Indian and Alaskan Native high school graduation rate is 67%. the lowest of any racial and ethnic demographic across all schools. And whereas for time immemorial, many tribal nations have viewed ceremonial items as sacred elements of their religious and cultural traditions, and whereas according to many native religious and spiritual traditions, certain ceremonial items are given only in times of great honor and often to mark significant personal achievement. And whereas for many Native students, receiving a ceremonial item in recognition of high school graduation is as significant as earning the diploma. And whereas on 25th November 1981, the United Nations General Assembly proclaims a declaration of elimination of all forms of intolerance, of discrimination on the religion or belief with Article 4. Article 4 of the United Nations Proclamation states, all states shall take effective measures to prevent and eliminate discrimination on the grounds of religion or belief in recognition, exercise, and enjoyment of human rights and fundamental freedoms in all fields of civil, economic, political, social, and cultural life. All states make effort to enact and rescind legislation where necessary to prohibit any such discrimination and to take all appropriate measures to combat intolerance on the grounds of religion or other beliefs in this matter. Whereas on March 4, 1789, Congress passes what became known as the Bill of Rights, which included freedom of religion and or Amendment 1. Amendment 1 states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of government or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Now therefore be it resolved that the Tribal Council of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina supports the right of Lumbee High School students as well as other Native American students to practice and express their traditional religious and spiritual beliefs and honor their academic and other achievements by wearing ceremonial items at their commencement. And be it further resolved that the Tribal Council of the Lumbee Tribe of North Carolina urges all schools to respect traditional tribal religious and spiritual beliefs by allowing Native students to wear ceremonial items at graduation. Certification. This CLLR 2019-06-04-01 ceremonial attire for Native American high school graduates.
Good. Thank you. Coming from committee, it requires no second. Is there any question, discussion? Hearing none, seeing none. Madam Secretary, roll call vote.
Carbeckis Barfield. Sharon Hunt. Janie McFarland. James Hunt. Ted Woodell.
Yes.
Wendy Moore Graham, yes. Jared Lowry.
Yes.
Larry Chavis.
Yes.
Douglas Locklear. Jan Lowry.
Yes.
Corbin Eddings. Dewey McNeil.
Yes.
Marshall Locklear.
Yes.
Frank Cooper. Ricky Burnett.
Yes.
Terry Hunt.
Yes.
The motion carries.
Motion carried. Thank you. Entertain a motion that we adjourn. Have a motion. All in favor stand. I'm going to ask Mr. Terry Hunt if he would to dismiss us in a word of prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you, dear Lord, for giving us this day. Dear Lord, we thank you for watching over each and every one of us and guiding us throughout each and every day, dear Lord. Lord, we ask you to continue to be with us, help us and guide us, dear Lord, as we go on our way. Dear Lord, and we ask you to look over our people. Watch over them each and every day, dear Lord. Dear Lord, we thank you for all the things that you've done. For we ask these things in your name,